man, welcome back to the channel. Here it is right here, guys. Chrysler 200 2015 model. Okay, transmission problem, transmission issue, transmission shifting, extremely erratic. Now this wasn't towed in, which means it was likely driven in, which also means I probably can test drive it. Okay, now if a car towed in, I'm totally against test driving it, because if the customer don't feel that they could have made it in by driving and they could have saved $200, I'm not sure what the average tow bill these days, probably almost $200. So if they could have avoided that and driven their car in, they would have. So if they had it towed in, they obviously think it was too dangerous and risky to drive it in, which makes me feel the same way as far as my test drive. It's too risky and dangerous to test drive. But I don't know, it's hard to say that because a lot of people have AAA and they go by their AAA thing. They'll use their AAA service to get the car towed in. So first thing I'm doing, guys, as y'all can see, I'm about to get on the road, man. I'm about to go test drive this thing. The complaint, shifting erratic between 5th gear and something like that. So I'm just gonna check all the gears. I don't never get in a car and try to verify the complaint to that, to the T. Okay, we're dealing with a 9-speed transmission. All gears have to shift properly. All right, so I'm gonna get a feel for how it shifts through all gear ranges and base my diagnosis on what I find. Okay, so I'm at a red light now. Let me put my seatbelt on. Guys, I cannot film while I'm driving. So what I'm gonna do, when I get back, I'm gonna head into the shop and I'm gonna scan this thing, hook my scan tool up, and we're gonna proceed with trying to figure out. Now, this is a 9-speed, guys, so it's nothing as simple as grabbing your dipstick and checking the level and the condition of the fluid. It's not that simple on this 9-speed transmission, okay? Or the 8-speed rear-wheel drive transmission. It's not that simple, so I can't do that. I know I'm always preaching, check the condition of the fluid first and then go test drive it, okay? So I have no choice but to skip the first part of my recommendations, which is checking the fluid. I have no way to do that. So I'm going to advice number 2. Let's go test drive it and see if we can duplicate it. All right, so I'm still at a red light, but when this light turns green, guys, I'm gonna shut it down, go on my test drive, go through all shift point. 9-speed, that is a lot of gears, guys, for this small little car. I can imagine the RPM is extremely low at highway speeds. You see what I'm saying? So that's one of the purpose of going to higher speed gears. They're trying to save emissions. They don't want a lot of emissions coming out of the tailpipe. You can save, that'll help you on fuel economy. It has a lot of advantage, guys, but it can have a lot of disadvantage as far as hardware is concerned, as far as failure is concerned, because there's a lot of moving parts. All right, so guys, as you can see, the light is green. Whoa, I just felt a bump already. I ain't even crossed first gear yet. So guys, let me go test drive this thing, and I will get back with y'all and let y'all know what I find. All right, so Nathaniel, I got you back, buddy. I'm gonna let you know what's going on, man. All right, guys, y'all stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Matter of fact, it's a good time for an ad break. I'm gonna take an ad break. When I get back, we'll talk some more, fellas. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. All right, guys, so I'm gonna come up here. I'm up at the parts counter now. Gonna see how much. Here's my estimate. I need the price of a valve body. Approximately 9 quarts of 8 9-speed transmission fluid. Okay, the labor for that valve body, they told me to charge 4 hours. Okay, so there's an update for the TCM, so I need to include that in my estimate. All right, so I need an hour to do that. So we have a total of 5 hours right now. So that's where we have to start. I went on a test drive, and of course I have a hard buck shift between 5th and 6th. Is what I detected. Now the complaint says hard in 2nd and from 5th gear to 6th gear, jerks hard shifts. Okay, they didn't type this in right. some confusions with this complaint, but this is what they complaining about. Okay, so but on my test drive, I did detect some harsh and erratic shifting, and as y'all know here, we have to start with the valve body. Okay, that's what Chrysler tell us to do. That's what Dodge tell us to do. That's what we are required to do before we do anything. Basically, that's one of the only things we can do as far as repairs. Okay, especially before we end up replacing it. So I don't know if we're gonna have to replace it. I have to install a valve body first, and then see, go test drive and see where we at. Not my call, guys. It's the decision Chrysler made. The instructions they made to the dealer, and they was told to advise the dealer technicians of such. Okay, so that's where we at, buddy. I will let you know how this estimate go and what it costs. I'm afraid to. Now this is a 3.6. Typical 200 usually have the little 2.4 liter multi-air engine in it, the Cherokees and things like that. I don't know what engine you have in your car, but it's the same thing. The transmission functions are basically the same. There's a different shift pattern for a 3.6 versus a 2.4, so but it's not much of a difference. So let's find out what this stuff costs, and we will go from there.
What is
I don't see no price. How much the valve body?
$775.
Whoa, $775.
270.
But see, you forgot the oh, you wrote that in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
So the fluid, 9 quarts of fluid is $270. The valve body is $775.
Yep. Got it all in stock.
You got one in stock?
Yep.
Oh, I thought they was on back order.
Right. Sorry, we can make it happen.
All right. Well, Nathaniel, did you hear that? I was wrong, Nate. I think I was telling you $1,000 for those valve bodies, but it was a 200, Nate. I don't know how yours look, but this one got a 3.6 in it, Nate. I'm not sure if yours has a 2.4 liter engine in it or not, but yes, that particular valve body is $775. All right, Nate. So, I don't know, man. Still kind of expensive, and the weird part about it, Nate, is that it's something we have to try. There's no guarantee that that's gonna fix your problem or this guy's problem. I don't know. That's just what we are told to do. I have no direct answers for you. And what's weird, Nate, what's crazy about it is if that doesn't fix your problem or fix the issue you're having with your transmission, then they recommend that we replace it. Now this guy, he has how many miles? 68. So 68,000 miles is not a lot. I don't really want to suspect that he need a transmission 68,000 miles. That's why I want to believe it's probably something simple as a valve body. Because valve body, man, if you understand how valve body works, it has total control, a lot control over shift pattern and when a transmission should shift and things like that. Valve body is responsible for a lot of that. So that very well could be the issue with this car. I don't know and won't know until I replace it, reprogram it, and then go and drive it again, Nathaniel. So Nate, what I recommend you do, or what you should do, it's pretty simple, man. It really, I ain't gonna say it's not your call, because at the end of the day it is your call, but you don't have many options at your disposal, so you have no choice but to try that first, or get that tried first. Okay, now as far as can Joe Blow's put it on down the street, anybody can install a valve body. In fact, it's so simple, I did a video on how to replace a valve body. Only problem with that, Nate, is everybody can't program the valve body that they install. So it will take a special tool to pull that off. Okay, to get that program properly and to where to work, everything will work right. All right, so that's all I have, man. Nate, I thought about you when I got this repair order, and they said it was a 2015 Chrysler 200 with a transmission problem. I'm like, wait a minute, I know a guy that be on my channel, subscriber and everything. So hint, y'all, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, because chances are I might call you out on a repair that you in the process of getting done, or you think about getting done. In fact, some guys even try to do them themselves, but I highly recommend against this. This is not a DIY job, and only because you need a special scan too. Okay, so that's all I have, Nathaniel, my man. All right, guys, I gotta go. I gotta roll. That's all I have, man. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next video.